Penguin is a 2020 Indian mystery thriller film written and directed by Eashvar Karthic in his directorial debut and stars Keerthy Suresh in the lead role. The film was shot simultaneously in Tamil and Telugu languages and was released along with a Malayalam dubbed version on Amazon Prime Video. I watched this movie just today actually on Amazon Prime Video, and I happened to watch the Tamil version, and I heard several people complaining that they ever had problems with the dubbing in Telugu versions. I don't know about truth on that, just let me know in the comments below. But speaking of this movie as a whole, it wasn't the best movie. At the same time, it wasn't that bad either. There are parts of the movie that I enjoyed, but most of it has to do with Keerthy Suresh's performance. Her performance is the one saving grace in the film. The way she carries this movie on her shoulders is remarkable. I mean, she's a national level actress, and I think everyone knows of her performance in Mahanati, so this is of no surprise to you. The film is shot very beautifully. I like how, like most films, go for a saturated look, but the director here decided to not go for that and show it in a most natural way. I kind of like that because for me, the more natural the movie looks, the better. So I like the way it was shot, and the ambience of the movie was okay. That pretty much ends all the positive. The dog is good. Keerthy Suresh has a dog in this movie named Cyrus. That was the best character in the whole movie, and in a movie which is a human movie where the best character is a dog, you pretty much know that you're not going to be watching the best movie ever. And there are some truth to that, and most of it has to do with the story. The story is really not that engaging, and I've seen stories like this before with Kahani, Mom, stories like that. They have done the story so better. I really don't know why, what went wrong with this originals, because usually Amazon release good ones. Anyways, the killer was such a disappointment. He barely does anything. There was one scene in which he was impactful. One scene in an entire movie, he was impactful. That's it. And the background music was so misplaced. Apart from the original, the one which you heard in the trailer, this one. Yeah, this background music is the only good thing in the movie. It kind of keeps you a bit more and pushes you into watching more movie. But that's about it. The reveal of the killer is one of the worst I've seen. I usually play a game with myself during these thriller events, wherein I have two guesses as to who the killer is. I do this with every mystery films. I even did it with Srinath Atraya. I did it with Kahani, and it's just based upon the clues that the film gives me. Usually around the interval point, I start guessing. I had 2 guesses in my first try, and I was 2 for 2. Yeah, that's right. The movie actually has 2 killers, 1 real and 1 fake. Because by the time the first killer, at least the one whom you think is the killer, is arrested and interrogated, you realize that he's not the actual killer, but he's the next obvious person. It was such a disappointment. And the interrogation scene, obviously you know this is coming because it's a killer. Most likely you're gonna get an interrogation scene between the police or the main character and the killer. Even that felt very amateurish. This is something which other movies also have done better than this one. So overall, it's such a disappointment as to who the killer was, what the motivation of the killer was, and it's because of all this. And okay, let's get through this. I'm giving Penguin a 4 out of 10. It's a complete disappointment. It's not that it's a bad movie. You can watch it once and forget about it. But obviously, if you're asking whether I would recommend this movie to you, skip it altogether. Just avoid it. The movie had a very good premise. It's not a unique premise because, again, Mom and Kahani did it better. But it is an interesting premise, to say the least. And the way this director managed to make it such a big bore is... it's really a big disappointment in itself, because this is the director's first movie. He even wrote the story for this, and to come out looking like this, that too on an actress that you know can do so much better than what is given. Keerthy Suresh and the dog are the only good things in the movie. That's it. And that's all for my review of Penguin. If you like this video, please hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and hit that subscribe button. I was really looking forward to this movie, to be honest. Anyways, you know, you live and you learn. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.